What's up, YouTube? It's ZTAY, aka Lil Red. We got the NBA draft, first round. Maybe by the time I'm scrolling through all these, second round will be over, but pretty much is almost over. Decided to make a video before it gets too late. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support the channel, man. We got Vic going number one, not a surprise. Number two, the Hornets end up going with Brandon Miller. I saw a video on Twitter that kind of a little viral video of Hornets fans at a draft party getting mad at it. I just don't understand why so many casual fans just get so mad and angry at the draft. It's annoying, to be honest. This is a great pick for the Charlotte Hornets. Great fit for the team. You get Brandon Miller alongside LaMelo Ball. It's going to be nice. The Blazers end up not trading the third pick away and getting Scoot Henderson. Like, why not? One of the best prospects in the draft. You know, he could have easily gone number two if LaMelo Ball wasn't the point guard of the Hornets. So, it's going to be interesting. Are the Blazers going to trade Damian Lillard now after this? We'll see. And then the Rockets drafted Amen Thompson. And then right after that, I thought this was dope. I was not expecting it. But Azur Thompson went right after his brother. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't expecting that. But I really like that pick for the Pistons, because I feel like everybody was expecting them to go with like Jarris Walker or maybe Taylor Hendricks. But I'm happy they went with Azur. You know, I understand they got some point guards. They got, my God, I almost said SGA. You know, they got Cade coming back off his injury. They got Jaden Ivey. So you're like, why would they get another point guard? But Azur Thompson, man, I'm pretty sure he's a two-time MVP in the G League, and he's a Finals MVP in the G League. So, you know, he could score. He's athletic. He's a defender. Yeah, I think he's going to fit with the Pistons. He's 6'7". He doesn't necessarily have to play point guard. I'm pretty sure Amen Thompson was point guard for the team anyways. Rockets got a good player too. Then Anthony Black goes to the Magic. I really like this pick. I before the draft, I was saying Anthony Black is probably my favorite player in the draft, just because he's that unselfish type of player. He don't care about his stats. He makes the right play. He's a very smart player. He plays at his own pace. He could play some defense. He could shoot. He does a little bit of everything, but in my opinion, he was the best playmaker in the draft. He's going to the Magic. He's going to be playing with Paulo. I really like that. And then the Pacers traded with the Wizards, and the Wizards decided to go get Vic's teammate, Bilal Coulibaly. I don't want to butcher his name, but this was interesting. I don't think he was supposed to go this high, but I think maybe just all the talk about Vic and low-key sometimes Bilal was outscoring him at times, especially in the playoffs. I think the playoffs and the finals in France like really led the Wizards to take a chance on this dude. Really, probably has a really high ceiling, but at the same time, I feel like you're taking a chance on him. But Wizards have nothing to lose. I'm not mad at the pick, and that means the Pacers got the Wizards pick, and they drafted Jarris Walker. That's a good pick for the Pacers. Like him matched up or teamed up with Tyrese Haliburton. That's gonna be good for the Pacers. I feel like they lack some size at the 4 last year. So I think that's a good pick for them. Taylor Hendricks goes to the Jazz. Pretty solid pick for them. I mean, he was probably the best player available at the time. Mavericks traded with the Thunder. Mavericks already knew who they were going to get. They knew he wasn't going to go that high, so they traded back. And OKC traded up and surprised me a little bit because they got Cason Wallace. Now, everybody ranked him as probably one of the best point guards in the draft. But it shocked me that OKC took him, because they got SGA, they got Josh Giddey. But at the same time, Cason Wallace, you know, I'm pretty sure he's from Kentucky. You know, he's going to play hard. He's one of the best defenders coming out the draft at the guard position. So I think the Thunder like that. They took a chance with Jalen Williams last year. You know, Santa Clara, you know, everybody's like, ooh, I don't know. His stats might be inflated. But you know, he turned out to be a professional player, and I think the same thing is going to happen for Cason Wallace. I think he's going to fit good with the Thunder. I don't think he's going to be a superstar or anything, but he's going to be a very good role player for the Thunder off the bench. I like that pick. Magic get Jet Howard. Hey, listen, Anthony Black, Jet Howard, and Paulo, it's looking nice. Now, that tells me And I did hear some rumors before the draft that they're looking and they're shopping around some point guards like Markelle Fultz. I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay, but Jalen Suggs, I'm pretty sure they might trade Suggs. So who knows about that? Derek Lively goes to the Mavericks. That's the trade. They trade down to get Derek Lively. They get that 7'1" center for Luka Doncic. That's what they were missing, in my opinion. But at the same time, I am kind of worried. I hope the Mavericks don't do the same thing that they did with JaVale McGee, because in my opinion, Derek Lively is a lot like JaVale McGee. Like, just, I've never seen him play in the NBA, but in my opinion, I feel like that's kind of who he's going to be like. And you kind of see how the Mavericks treated JaVale McGee. And in my opinion, I thought they should have played him a lot more. So I don't know. We'll see. They got their man, though. They got size to help out in the paint. That's what they needed to do. That tells me maybe Christian Wood's on the move. They traded away Bertans. They got rid of that contract. Probably now they're officially going to sign a Kyrie Irving. Probably. Raptors drafted Grady Dick. A lot of mock drafts had him going to the Jazz. So Raptors get a shooter. And there's talks about Gary Trent on the trade block, so I don't know if that means Gary Trent's going to get traded, but I don't think the Raptors really even want to trade at all. And then the Pelicans draft Jordan Hawkins, who I wanted the Lakers to get. I was very disappointed. The Pelicans got their get back on the Lakers. I wanted the shooter. I know he's a pure shooter. They were comparing him to Rip Hamilton. And actually, I was watching the draft and trying to compare him to Ray Allen. But I knew he was a pure shooter. I was like, he'd be cool for the Lakers. But at the same time, it is always scary for the Lakers to get a shooter. Like, look, we get Beasley. Before that, we got Reggie Bullock. We get all these shooters, and usually they don't play good. We do have Cole Swider still. So Hawkins got picked, and then I was like, that's fine. I want Kobe Buffkin. Those were my three prospects that I wanted the Lakers to get: Derek Lively, Jordan Hawkins, Kobe Buffkin. You guys probably see me talking about it on Twitter. Buffkin gets drafted right after Jordan Hawkins. So I'm just like, damn, that's fine though, because there's a lot of players that were actually ranked ahead of them in a lot of mock drafts. So I knew the Lakers were still going to get somebody solid. Cam Whitmore had not gone at this point, and the Jazz don't even pick him. They get Keontae George, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people were expecting the Jazz to get him, or he's going to land to the Jazz, which means my LA Lakers get Jalen Hood Schifino. And I'm very, very excited for this. Now, I see a lot of Lakers fans, casual Lakers fans, the untrade eye Lakers fans mad at this pick because they wanted to trade it. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I'm so grateful that the Lakers didn't trade the pick. We get a 6'5" point guard, 212 pounds, 6'6" in shoes. He's a playmaking shot creator. Can you guys like Austin Reeves? Here you go. Here's another dude just like Austin Reeves. Playmakes. Probably he's better in transition than Austin Reeves. He's not a good of 3-point shooter as Austin Reeves, but he could do the same things in the pick and roll, in the mid-range area. He could play make just like Austin Reeves can. He might even be able to play make better than Austin Reeves. So this is a great pick for the Lakers. I did really want Kobe Buffkin just for the same reason. A playmaking guard. I wanted that. That's who I wanted us to get. But at the same time, Jalen is bigger than Kobe, so maybe, I know Kobe was good at defense, but Jalen looks pretty solid at defense too. They're both athletes. I know he's a professional. That's what everything I'm hearing about Jalen. He's a professional. He focuses on basketball first. So, as a Lakers fan, I'm very, very happy with this pick, and I can't wait to go to the Summer League and watch him. Very, very happy Lakers got him. And then the Heat draft Jaime Jaquez Jr. from UCLA. This kind of shocked me, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think he was going to go this high because Cam was still on the clock. And by the way, a lot of Lakers fans wanted to get Cam Whitmore. And 3 months ago, I was really looking into Cam Whitmore because I know he was ranked really high about 3 months ago. He was like top 5, one of the top 5 prospects. And I was just watching him and I didn't know how I felt about him because, yes, he was very athletic. He looked very strong. He got an NBA body, but like his consistency, his shooting, his team play, I didn't know how I felt about Cam Whitmore. So I honestly didn't want the Lakers to draft him. Kind of happy we didn't. Brandon Podziemski goes to the Warriors. A lot of Warriors fans like, who the hell is this? But this man went from getting projected to go like late second round to going 19th overall for a reason. I forget which school he was going to, but in college he was going to school as a freshman. He transferred out because he was a backup, and his dad's like, hey, listen, we're going to do the same thing that Jalen Williams did. We're going to send him over to Santa Clara, where he averaged 19 points a game. He played really good, but everybody's like, it's Santa Clara, you never know. But then in the draft combine, he kind of showed everybody that he's a pretty solid point guard, two guard. He's smart. His IQ is what really impressed me, his pace that he plays off. And of course, he's a lefty. I got to show support to all my lefties, which is another reason I wanted Kobe Buffkin. But that's fine. So Warriors getting a good player. That's like the replacement for Jordan Poole. He's a player who's not going to turn it over as much as Jordan Poole. He might not be as good of a scorer as Jordan Poole, but he's going to make a little bit. He's going to play at the right pace. I think Chris Paul's going to help him out a lot too. Cam Whitmore goes to the Rockets. So the Rockets get Amen Thompson, and they end up with Cam Whitmore. You can't complain about that. Cam falls to you at 20. Come on, Rockets got to be happy for that. We're going to see how he's going to turn out. All I know, Rockets have one of the, if not the most athletic team in the NBA. It's going to be fun to watch the Houston Rockets. I don't know if they're going to be good and a winning team, but damn, they're going to be fun to watch. Nets draft Noah Clowney. They get I'm pretty sure he's a 4. They get some size. He's a shooter. He can rebound. So that's what they lacked, is kind of some size down there. Whenever Claxton would come out, they needed some size. So that's good for them. Dariq Whitehead kind of went earlier than I thought, but the Nets go ahead and take a chance on him. And it's crazy because Chris Murray got drafted right before the Kings picked. They could have got their twin brother, but Blazers go and get Chris Murray. So Blazers end up with Scoot Henderson and Chris Murray. I know Dame says he don't want to play with young players, but damn, that's pretty damn good draft, bro. You're getting a stretch 3-and-D player, left-handed, Keegan Murray, as they say, so you can't be mad at that. You get Scoot Henderson. That's a pretty good draft for the Blazers, in my opinion. The Kings trade the pick to the Mavericks, and the Mavericks get one of the prospects I was so impressed with in the draft combine. Him and Brandon, I was really impressed with in the draft combine. Olivier Maxence Prosper. I might have said his name wrong, but this man is so athletic. He's lengthy. He can play off the ball. This is a great pick for the Dallas Mavericks, for any Mavericks fans out there. This man had, I think, the top 3 vertical in the entire draft combine. All of his physicals, go look at the physicals from the draft combine. He was top 3 in everything. He's one of the most athletic players in the draft, and he could get buckets. He's a smart player. He could get rebounds. He's a solid player. So the Mavericks go ahead and they got some size, some lengthy players, Derek Lively and Olivier. So then the Grizzlies trade the pick to the Pistons, and the Pistons get Marcus. I can't say his last name, but I heard about him. I didn't know too much about him. He's a guard, so the Pistons are gonna go ahead and get him, I guess, for a backup. Ben Shepherd goes to the Pacers. I think this is a good fit for him. Ben Shepherd had a very, very good combine also. Another prospect that really impressed me to them in the combine. He's a bucket getter. He could shoot the damn ball. He could score the ball. So I think that's a good pick for the Pacers. Nick Smith Jr. falls to the Hornets. Hornets, in my opinion, had one of the best drafts so far. I haven't finished the second round, but whatever. Nick Smith Jr., yes, I'm pretty sure he had an injury, only played 19 games in college. He might have missed 19 games as one of those. So he is going to be playing alongside LaMelo Ball, and they get Brandon Miller. They got some young players like Mark Williams, Nick Richards. It's looking good for the Hornets. I like the direction they're going. It's going to be interesting to see. Maybe in the future they could get rid of that Terry Rozier contract. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Nick Smith Jr., great pick. Bryce Sensabaugh goes to the Jazz. Jazz having a sleeper, really solid draft. They had hella draft picks and they were doing good with them. Bryce kind of fell a little bit. Feel like he could have been a lot higher. Same with Nick Smith Jr. But that's a good pick by the Jazz. Julian Strawther goes to Indiana, but I'm pretty sure he was traded to the Nuggets. I'm not sure though. Clippers draft Kobe Brown. I don't know too much about him, but I'm pretty sure, honestly, I don't even want to speak, but I'm pretty sure he's a big man. James Najee traded to the Celtics, but I think the Celtics traded him, I want to say, to the Hornets. I'm not sure. So a lot of these get traded, so I don't want to speak on them. Jalen Pickett, never heard of. Leonard Miller, drafted by the Spurs, traded to the Timberwolves. Solid player, 7'2" wingspan, I'm pretty sure. So who knows about him? Kobe Jones, a guard, getting traded to the Kings, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Some of these are crazy, but maybe they are right. So I think if James Najee went to the Celtics, I'm pretty sure the Celtics flipped him again. I could be wrong. Julian Phillips, never heard of him, but he's going to the Bulls. Andre Jackson Jr. is going to the Bucks. Never really heard of him. Hunter Tyson, I'm pretty sure he's a shooter. I'm pretty sure this man is a shooter. He's from Clemson. So the Thunder get a shooter. I'm telling you, Thunder draft really well. I think he's going to fit in with that system. Kings draft Jordan Walsh, but I'm pretty sure he was traded to the Celtics. And the Kings, no, I think the Hornets got James Najee, to be honest. I think the Hornets ended up getting James Najee. I'm pretty sure Jordan Walsh went to the Celtics. Muhammad Gay went to the Hornets, but I don't think he actually went to the Hornets. It's all mixed up. You see, Nuggets drafted Maxwell Lewis, but that's who the Lakers drafted. Maxwell Lewis, man, I'm very happy with this pick. 6'8". Man is long. Kind of looks like Brandon Ingram body type. He's a bucket getter. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Jeremy Grant. I think, he could be a surprise. Wizards get Vucevic. This is a sleeper in the combine. Like, nobody had him high, but in the combine games, he looked really good. He's stretched big. So, Wizards having a pretty decent draft too. Ryan Rupert falls to the Blazers. And then this is everything now. Seattle Lakers have 47 pick, but really we had 40th. Maybe if I refresh, it would be updated. Yeah, so a couple other. Oh, yeah, City Sissoko went to the Spurs. Gregory Jackson went to the. See, all these guys are all traded. To be honest, like half of these picks, I know. Amari Bailey went to the Hornets too. I really like this pick. Hornets get Amari Bailey, but I don't know. Yeah, he did go to the Hornets. They get Amari Bailey, Nick Smith Jr., Brandon Miller. That's a good draft for the Hornets. I like that draft. So let me know your guys' biggest winners and losers. Rest of the draft, who knows? The Lakers are not actually on the clock. We traded it to the Nuggets earlier today. Lakers get Maxwell Lewis and Jalen Hood. I'm very excited, man. Summer League can't come fast enough. I get to watch Victor Wembanyama. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments, man. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is ZTAY. Peace.